Impact frames. This is a short sequence of animation, usually used to portray a sudden burst of energy, speed, or contact. There are a lot of different ways to animate these impact frames, but in this video, I'll be teaching you how I animate them. Alright, so we're currently in the flipaclip app, and the first thing we do is create a new project. When animating an impact frame sequence, I'd recommend using a higher frame count for this. Something like 16 or 24 FPS would be okay, but I will be using 12 frames per second for this one because I'm not planning on animating anything spectacular yet. Alright, now we've created a project, we start storyboarding. I want any animation starter for the standoff, two guys trying to settle up beef or something. On the next shot, we got this guy looking arrogant and confident. This other guy in a stern fighting stance but still looks a bit nervous. And then an arrogant looking guy lets out a devious smile. He steps forward and boom, our first impact frame. The other guy opens up his eyes, reacting to his speed. He tries running away, but the other guy pops out of nowhere, boom, punch impact frame. Alright, let's start animating. The first 3 shots are for the most time still, so we'll start with a cut of him stepping forward first. After getting him in a ready position, we'll start adding the impact frames next. The pattern I'll be using is 2 black frames, 2 white, and then 1 black frame again. This gives it that kind of explosive impact effect. So basically, when I color the background black, I draw the source of the light, which is right here under his foot. And while drawing these, make sure to draw them roughly, or rather sketch or abstractly. Perfect for supernatural attacks like this one. You can also animate debris and the ground breaking down to really sell the impact, just like what I'm doing here. Oh, and I'd also recommend studying professional animators' work while practicing to fully understand how impact frames work. Okay, so now that we're done with this cut, let's see the final animation. That was okay. Moving on to the next cut, which is basically this guy reacting to the speed which this other guy just used. There isn't much to animate here, so we just blitz through it. And then we animate the last cut, which is this guy trying to run away, this guy popping out of nowhere, this guy punching this guy into the 90s now. First off, I had to animate this guy trying to run away after seeing how fast the other guy just moved. Until bro poofed out of nowhere and sucker punched this guy. Okay, so the pattern for the impact frame I'll be using will be a distorted abstract sketch of a drawing first, then a black frame also with a distorted abstract sketches of the drawing. When drawing these, feel free to go wild with it. Don't try to make it clean or anything, just go with the flow and sketch. Then the next frame is gonna have an inverse of the previous one, white background and black drawings. Hope you can notice the source of light. And for the last one, an abstract sketch with a black source of light. Let me go through the frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got 5 impact frames on this one. Next, I animate the follow through. For this, I really wanted to do a little bit of camera movement, so I made him settle in one position first, then started rotating him while zooming in on him at the same time. Alright, let's play back what we made. That was okay. Now let's finish up the rest of the animation and play the final product. Okay, now that we're done animating, we'll have to add sound effects to really set an impact. So I went to Pixabay, downloaded some sound effects, and tied it up together in my editing software. And just like that, we're finished with the video. Let's check out the final product.